Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and we are back. We are back in Grand Bora's Toast. In Bran Bora's Boast. Sorry, I just can't say it without it sounding like breakfast. Anyway, we're gonna secure it. We're gonna secure it. So, getting these places back in the hands of people who will tend them, that's our real work. I mean, I hope so. Certainly hope so. Otherwise, we're doing this all wrong. So, this is something that we are gonna have to choose very often in this campaign, right? So basically, you can either just sort of like take control of the place really quickly, or take longer but get an item out of it. And because it's right at the start and we don't really have any items yet, I want to find an item, so we're going to take our time. That, and I find the time pressures aren't a big deal. Just the longer you wait, the more incursions will come and attack you and things like that. But generally, like, it's fine. Also, the longer you wait to do things, the older your people get, and the more you're going to retire them and swap them out for lower level characters. But I think it still keeps it more interesting if you're constantly having to cycle out different characters. Although, this only being 3 chapters long, I don't think that's going to happen even if we do really drag our heels. So I'm going to drag my heels for the sake of items. So let's do it. So 35 days, or a quarter of a year. Weirdly. So, what we got? Research complete. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Grand Bora's Boast has proven rewarding. I found most secrets unravel best in silence. Grand Bora's Boast will return to the hands of the common folk. While they tend it, the site will provide resources at the end of the chapter. So, that's right, the end of the chapter is where we get a bunch of resources, such as these. These are adding to what we're going to get. And, like, it's nice and everything to have these, but we can't spend them until the end of the chapter at all. So, you got to bear that in mind. We can't spend them yet, anywhere. So, Igneous Cloak gives bonus damage, which is pretty cool. Should give that to Man, maybe. Yeah, that should give him, you know, it'll put him over the threshold to give him an actual point of damage extra. And he looks good in a cloak, so let's do it. Awesome. So, now we've been there, I think we should go grab a new party member. So it's going to take us 15 days to get there, and then 24 days to actually find someone to recruit. So let's go. I think this event should be quicker, generally. Just a note. I think it's odd, the idea that we'd spend an entire month just sort of wandering around trying to find someone to be in our gang. It seems a bit weird. But oh well. So, new recruit. He's a cowardly green wagon called Elonio. Yeah, let's do this a bit. And boop. Vivda. I don't like the name Vivda. Gwan. Thymir. Kemler. Quain. Sedler. Yovana. Junber. Valden. Numalia. Numalia's a pretty cool name. Fenian. Let's go with Fenian. Let's go with Fenian. She's a romantic poet. Do love a romantic poet. Also, we can, later on, we don't have anyone in the legacy pool yet, but once we complete a campaign, we will actually get the choice to get people from our legacy pool. So any previous characters we've had that have, you know, won a campaign or possibly even just died during a campaign, we can drag them back kicking and screaming from the depths of hell. No, they're not always going to be in hell. But anyway, we can just drag them back and they'll be young again and yeah, all fresh. So, it's nice. It's a nice system. Anyway, let's recruit them. So, it didn't take long to trek back to Good Shovel, and the town still seemed like the best bet for finding another able pair of hands. And it never matched with the events as well, that time limit. Like, it was 24 days it took us to get to the town and then walk into the town. It seems weird. Nod. That's what a nod sounds like. Nod. Wait! Huh? It's you, from the Heroes? Right, anyway, I was hoping you'd come back. Everything alright? Oh, everything's fine, and that's just it. It's been quiet in Good Shovel so far, but I heard those things you said. That talk of linking our hearts into an unbreakable chain of legend. And it stuck with me, more than I would have thought. Is that how we put it? Possibly. Forming a company of heroes can get one a little fired up. You were right, though. The woods are darkened with branching peril. But such a company, a family forged in battle, should not be underestimated. Well, we could use another fighter on our side, if you're up for it. Oh, fantastic! I'm glad you offered. After all, when danger drops in, you'd rather have a pair of daggers than 24 butter knives. That's true. That's very true. Very, very true. So, far be it from us to turn you down, then. Let's get... Ooh, I don't know. Fenian the Warrior. And here she is training to be a warrior, shouting at scarecrows. Warriors like Fenian are built hardy, enduring, with a natural aptitude for battle. They develop powerful techniques for close combat. So, untouchable, paladin, or backslam. So, untouchable, when Fenian gets a kill, the next attack against her within one turn will miss. Paladin, if Fenian ends her turn by moving, she will automatically enter Guardian, which is that, like, melee Overwatch stance thing. Backslam, as a swift action, every other turn, Fenian summons a heave of strength to drive an enemy to a nearby tile. With a shield, this also deals 1 to 2 damage. So that's good, we've got the sword and board thing going on. Though I don't think it's that useful, just pushing people away, necessarily. Let's go with untouchable. That might save a life one day. So now I've explored this. Obviously we can't go in any of these directions because this is all mountains, which are impassable. That is locked to another chapter. So the whole thing is a circle, by the way. The whole chapter it's always a big circle, the world map. So you can see the curves of the circle here already, and you can see there's still a lot of land that we can't explore yet. That'll unlock in the next couple of chapters. For now, though, we need to head over this way somewhere. Oh, sea you also can't do anything with. It's just impassable like mountains, but for the sake of variety, it's not a mountain, it's a sea. So here you can see there is a bridge over this, well, it's actually a mountain pass cut through these mountains. So these mountains here, potentially, unless we turn up and there is a mountain pass, we can't pass through these. We have to go around. So, you know, there is ways it sort of pushes you around in different directions, which I rather like, to be honest. I think we're going to go here for one very important reason. So, as everyone's walking in, you can see here there are these sort of vines, this sort of vine pattern. That means that it's infested. Okay, so Gorgons infest this tile, and that infestation will spread like it did to that tile already. That's very annoying. So you want to get rid of infestations nice and quickly. So here, calamities have happened. So this little like pentagon up here, as that fills up, it'll add a new card to every sort of enemy's deck, basically. So it's a bit annoying. Well, actually, it's always 5 cards. That means one like enemy type will get 2 cards, and because Gorgon is the main one, we're getting a couple of Gorgon cards here. And then when this other like pentagon at the top here fills up at the top, which is half full at the moment, that'll be an incursion, so we'll get invaded when that happens, when that fills up. So a bunch of additional stuff to worry about, extra damage on a bunch of units, and extra armor over there. So that'll make things a little more exciting, you know, when we bump into stuff, a little more challenging. So here, we'll finish off scouting, and we have managed to scout out Westana Forge. So, Mulvland Timberland has been revealed. So, Westana Forge is in Mulvland Timberland, and it's currently occupied by Gorgons. Also, this little token here says the strength of the Gorgons, which I'm pretty sure just translates to the amount of cards that show up, basically. I think that's how that translates. I'm not 100% on that. But anyway, so what we can do here now that we've, you know, got this place explored, obviously we can just do this fight, brilliant, or we can actually patrol, and that'll get rid of the infestation. So we've got a patrol to do that. If we had a smaller party of 1 or 2 people, then we could actually get ambushed going through infested territory, which is interesting, because you can actually split the party up into, you know, more than one direction. But I'm keeping them together for the sake of, well, keeping the band together, frankly. It's a lot easier, because the battles aren't going to be easier just because we have fewer people there, so I'm going to keep them together. Even though, I guess, time limits, right? It takes longer to explore stuff if they're all in one group, but who cares? Like I said, we're not under that strict time restriction, so it doesn't really matter. So here, I'm going to patrol. So, yep, all patrol. And that's done. So now it's been cleared of infestation, and that means that this has actually gone down 1. It's gone to strength 3, and we're not getting additional for infestations. So, let's assault the place. and then we'll get an event. A weird, rhythmic noise filters through the trees. It's getting louder. So are you, I've noticed. Good one, man. Over here! An ancient ox leans its bulk against a beech trunk. Blood pools from its panting muzzle. The thing's sick or something. The ox doesn't flinch from Marn's approach. He notices a wound at the base of its neck. That looks like gorgonness. There's something in there. A blue... what looks like a blue pomegranate seed. But it's as big as my fist. It's a hell of a pomegranate. So, now we can choose what to do. So we've got a 100% chance of doing this, apparently, which is nice. I've got skilled fingers. Let me try and dislodge the seed. Or, better to kill it now, let it die with dignity. An ox at the last. Or, wait, I hear something. Almost as if it's speaking to me. So, the choices can actually be, rather than like, it's a weird one, because you're kind of choosing the direction that the story goes in, rather than just choosing the solution, right? Which is kind of nice. So, we can just sort of like have it so one of our characters decides that they can hear voices, which is, you know, odd. Like, we just decide one of our characters speaks ox, but it's a storytelling mechanism, which I really like. So, I think we're just going to try and dislodge it, though. Marn's fingers slip into the wound and pluck the seed neatly free of its resting place. The ox bows its head, feeling nothing. Marn. In a few moments, the ox's breathing normalizes, his muscles relax. It takes tentative steps to the edge of the clearing. Incredible. That's when a gang of afflicted beasts filter out of the trees. It's a raccoon! Get ready for a fight. They don't lunge. They still and stare. They recognize the seed in Marn's hand, absorb the visible recovery of the ox. There's a collective sigh. When they lie down, the light of their eyes dims and dies. The ox wanders free. How odd. Well, we all get +2 health for this next engagement. Interesting. Huh. How odd. So we've got to fight a rager, stampede, a raccoon, and a rose swarm. And here's a fire spirit. So I love these little things. So we'll get elemental spirits turn up. And that's how you unlock elemental weapons. You have to catch them. If you catch them, whoever caught them gets to convert one of their weapons into an elemental version. And that then gets unlocked to be able to craft. You can then craft like weapons of that type and element combination at the end of every chapter when you get to the crafting menu of that chapter. Well, of any chapter. It's tied to your save game, basically. So the entire legacy will get it. Future campaigns that we do will have those same combinations that we can then construct, which is really cool. I really like it. It's a really fun way to unlock more content. Now, we've got to play catch with a little cutie thing. So I'm going to try and get a fire axe, so I'm going to have Marn go in, I think. I'm going to try and get Marn to catch up, and we are just going to break our way in immediately. Okay, that's a lot of things that we have to deal with. Probably should have waited, but I want to get to the fire spirit as quickly as possible. So, you get back here and interfuse with this forge. We can steal that fire. I'll actually use discus because it does hit multiple enemies, which would be really rather cool. I mean, pretty good. God, I don't know. Do I want to do that or do I want to steal fire, which has a bunch of damage? It's a tough one. Tell you what, discus. I hit that one, missed that one. It didn't bounce the next. Aww. When an enemy with an attack 90 degrees or more from the previous attack that turn, flank an enemy with an attack. So yeah, you can guarantee a hit if you attack something and then attack from a different direction. So, you know. But we're not going to do that because we can't fit in there. So, we won't be doing that. Alright, you're going to move back here. And Quelling Moss will poison everything. Jolly handed that, except him. He dodged it. Sneaky little turd. Alright. So, Guardian and Guardian. So that raccoon will probably get a hit on us. Ah, he survived. Now he didn't, but it means that the Rager can run in and no one will be attacking him. Ooh. But we had the 2 temporary health, so we didn't actually take any damage there, which is brilliant. Yeah, do need to catch up to that fire spirit. So, I can shoot that raccoon. But it's a bit dangerous to stay here. It's a little bit dangerous. Tell you what, I could get a fire spear, actually. That could be quite cool. Right, okay, I can't steal fire. Because then this area will be on fire and I can't run through it. But I need to kill this raccoon. Oh, nice! We got the stunt. So, critical hit. Hooray! And now, here's the choice. Ugh. Tell you what, I'm gonna send her with. Ooh, actually, she can't quite reach. How about you? He can't either. Oh no. Maybe I'll get a fire bow then. I mean, I've still got a couple turns. Well, actually, if I kill that, it'll end. All right, we're running off, I think. So I'm gonna leave. All right, we're gonna go for the bow. Okay, so he's gonna run off. These guys are gonna stay here. I can't put him on Guardian, but I can't not put him on Guardian. Ah, fine. We'll see what the Rager does. Alright, blocked. Fine. It's a lot of damage. Okay, now, please tell me you can reach the Fire Spirit. You can. Okay, good. Get a fire bow. Go get a fire bow. Here we go. It's alright, little one. Can I tell Glenora about you? Bree, bree. He likes cheese. So now, we get to choose, do we want a fire dagger or a fire bow? Fire bow. Hooray! And so now that we've unlocked a fire bow, we can then build any tier of fire bow. You don't have to unlock every single tier. So although it's only tier 1, it's better than what we currently have, but it's obviously quite low level. Being tier 1, yeah, it's still, it doesn't matter. We're not going to have to unlock every tier. So we're good. So let's swap this out, and 1 extra damage, and now we have a stunt effect. Damages up to 3 nearby enemies. So if we actually get the stunt, you know, the critical hit, 3 other enemies nearby could take damage too, which is really good. So there we go. So that's what I wanted, and that's why I put myself at risk. Ah, don't keep blocking it. Alright, this should work. Let's engage with him. And let's use Guardian. Let's interfuse. Oh, that's not lit. Splinter Blast, or... Ooh, yes, we have some additional ones here, don't we? Although I'm not sure we can actually reach from there. Because line of sight from here is blocked by this stump, which is a bit annoying. So okay, we'll do that. Get Splinter Blast and get rid of his armor. Wow, that's a heck of a Splinter Blast. Oh, he blocked it. Jammy sod, this guy. Still poisoned, though. Oof. Only 1 damage, though, because of the 2 temporary health, so... We're good. We're good. And this guy's still poisoned, so... I think we're okay. Right. Get in here. Stab it. There we go. Good job. So getting a bit damaged doesn't matter at all, because we'll be healed up for our next conflict. But it's definitely worth dragging things out to get some sort of enchanted items, for sure. So, Grim Claim. I mean, that's better than a shovel, isn't it? Let's be honest. So 1 extra damage there. Lovely. Oh, also the items are randomly named as well, which I really like. So Grim Claim for Fenian even here. Lovely. Calamities. So now a Bogmaw has been unlocked. So we'll be seeing Bogmaws in battle now. And they're a bit more scary than the things we've been currently fighting. Big old frog boy. So, now what? Yep, so he adds. Cool. And now let's secure Westana Forge now that we've cleared out both the infestation and siege the place to get rid of the monsters. So, Westana Forge will be forever scarred by violence, but life is about enduring, and this place endures. Let's investigate thoroughly. I want more items. Thank you. It's going to take 28 days. So, quite a while, but it's all good. It's all good. Research complete. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Westana Forge has proven rewarding. Seeking answers, sorting through lies, how much will we ever know? Westana Forge will return to the hands of the common folk. While they tend it, the site will provide resources at the end of each chapter. Now we've got some more ingots, and a bear strength brooch, which is going to add additional bonus damage, which sounds rather good. Let's give it to Fenian. That'll put it to 1 bonus damage, which is nice. So let's do that. And now, we can't go directly there because we can't cross the river. We can't go directly there or there because we can't cross the mountain ranges. But we could go here and around. But I'm a bit... Because that's where we need to end up, you see. That's where we need to end up. Oh, also, you can make mountain passes. You can actually carve a pass through this area, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go this way. Because I want to get rid of this infestation. Westana Forge will probably end up getting attacked by that incursion. But that's okay. Probably. Here we go, there's an incursion, and you can't cancel them if you don't have legacy points, but we don't! Oh, it's coming this way. Okay, fine. So we'll let them come. So here you can see it's going to take 20 days. 4 more days. It's going to take 4 more days, and okay, that could be tricky. So we can't set up defences. We won't have time. I could go back. Could go back to Grand Bora's boast and start making preparations. That might be what I'll need to do. Or I could just sit here and we just face the invasion, which could also work. So you know what? Let's start patrolling. Take 15 days, but we're going to get invaded. Here we go. Here's the incursion. Hisses and roars fill the distance, grow closer as the earth begins to quake. The Gorgons are coming. So we get a few choices of how to deal with the incursion. So it's kind of nice. These are additional bonuses that you can prepare defences for an area, which will help you, you know, to give you sort of like more predictable bonuses. But then you still get the event, like you normally do ahead of a battle with the incursion, where you get to pick different ways of dealing with things, which is kind of nice. So stand tall and let fall the battle cry. Harry their approach with arrow fire, or sing an Elden song to fortify hearts. Let's do the battle cry, because we are really meeting them head on here. The great cry they share, the strength of standing side by side, fills them with defiant courage. Yes, it does. Combat modifiers, courage, fortitude, and stoicism. So all heroes are going to get extra temporary hit point, extra armor rewarding, and +2 damage. That went very well. That went very well indeed. So there's going to be a Rager Stampede and a Bogmore on their way. So it charges without seeing, misshapen tusks swinging wildly. The Bogmore heaving its overgrown body in mucousy plops. Its grasping mouth drips and stinks. Ew. So you have to survive for 8 turns. Or kill everything. You know, one or the other. It's okay, let's just get you over here. It's all good. And you can interfuse with this, please. Because setting people on fire is wild. Guys, don't set people on fire. It's bad. It's bad. Don't do it. Okay. Also, interfusing with objects does actually increase your line of sight, which is rather nice, I must say. Okay, let's just get you over here. And Fenian, we'll get you over here too. Okay, where are they? There's the Bogmore. Big lad, isn't he? Also, the Bogmore, he's got a horrible, like, tentacle tongue that can grab you and drag you towards him, so got to be careful with that. Also, raccoon's turning up. Scrambling through shadows, its barbed appendages eagerly twitch. Oh no. Okay, let's get you up here. You, Guardian, and... oh, I did that all on one side, didn't I? Tell you what, I'm going to withdraw from that rock. And I'm going to interfuse with this one. That's our whole turn for her, sadly. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, I thought that would be. Never mind. And I'm going to try and hit this pig. Didn't hit the Bogmore, but we hit the pig. And that's the main thing. So now I'm going to move up with Roastgin, and I'm actually going to use Quelling Moss to poison these two. Well, we poisoned him for 2 as well, so we lose 2 health per turn, which will definitely help speed things up a bit. And, ooh, where do I want you to go? Yeah, go here. So Bogmore just took 2 damage. The Rager is dead. And now the Bogmore. Noxious Tongue. And he hit us. Raccoon's been revealed. Ooh. Trying to shoot us. Rowswarm just turned up as well. From probably another direction. So all of these directions they will come from. So the fact that I'm going out to fight them. Although it doesn't really matter. We're not really defending anything. It doesn't really matter, but still. So here you can see he's stood on corrupted land, which is bad. It's bad for you. Here you can see Roshin will take damage every turn he ends here. So that's no good. That's no good at all. So we're going to move him back. And I don't want to Silk Step him. So I'm going to Silk Step him. It'll end his turn, but it's a fun way to end the turn, frankly. So let's put these guys here, and let's get another Discus. Nice. And there we go. Poison finished him off. Except when the Bogmore dies, he spits out a bunch of that corruption as well. So we've got to be careful there. Ooh. Some scenery grants cover. Yeah, I know. I know it does. Anyway, scenery that provides partial or good cover provides protection to adjacent units. Attacks passing through scenery have a chance to damage the scenery instead of the unit. Ooh. I can hit that one with the Discus too. Let's give it a go. Nice. And that's still going. It's got a lot of health, those mossy rocks. And now, do I go for the raccoon or the roe? I'm going to go for the raccoon. And he's poisoned, so next turn he'll die. Oh, another raccoon up there, though. Another raccoon. There's always another raccoon. Dead. Good stuff. Now the roe's coming for us. Took some mad damage, and now she's untouchable, which is perfect. Now the raccoon, probably going to shoot her, but it doesn't matter. So if you guys remember, untouchable was that perk we got for her that made her basically immune to the next hit she took if she got a kill. And she's got it again. And there we go. I think that's everybody. Yep. So, not a scratch. Not a scratch. So the incursions are a little bit... They're not the most interesting thing just yet. I was having a look at some Reddit posts and things, and it seems that the developers are aware of that, and they kind of want to make the incursions like a little bit more serious, or, you know, or rewarding, or whatever. But you can kind of just... They don't really make much of a difference. You can sort of put them on the back burner if you like. There's no real rush to get to them. But oh well. Let's get... I want to go throwing knives too. Let's go to Fenian. So throwing knives are really handy because they're in our offhand, and we can use them as swift actions. So basically it means we can get additional bonus attacks, which is really cool because that spear, it's only one-handed. You get the sense that this forest grieves. What do you get? I think of the Sultan mourners. You know how the coastal people will forbid light in the house for a full year when a family members die? That seems like a long time. I'd heard of that. The forest, I think, has its light out, and I'd like to see it lit again. Hear the birds laugh and catch the blurs of little scampering things. Aww. Okay, so we can finish patrolling here now. We've dealt with that that invasion. I mean, this place doesn't belong to us yet, just because we fought off that invasion. We've still got to kill what was already here. So, they've advanced their plans. So now, wow, there's a Geist Brood is joining the Gorgons as well now. And now the roe is going to leave a corrupted path, and they have been upgraded as well. So you can see it's gone from just a roe to a swarm. Ugh. Sorry guys, once again I am recording quite late because of just horrible temperatures in my studio during the day. I hate the summer, although I kind of love the summer. I miss the summer when it's winter, and then when it is the summer, I wish it was winter. Yeah, I'm just a miserable old sod. Anyway, so let's finish patrolling. We just unpause it. They're already doing it. So, Musty Wild has been cleared of infestation. So, guys, we're going to end it here. That's right, I'm sticking to half-an-hour episodes with this. And, yeah, we're making progress, though. We've taken Westana Forge now. We're getting a bunch of iron ingots. which is very, very handy when we can actually build some weapons for us. You know, things like swords and axes and spears, they're all going to need it. So good to have. And here we'll get even more, as well as some spell threads for making wands and robes and stuff. So very cool. But we want to take over all of these at some point, and then we want to do this final quest here. We need to scout Heart's Dell, because there's trouble there. We've heard there's going to be trouble there. But we need to do the rest first. So, Good Blood Henge will be next on the agenda. And hang on a minute, we never looked at Fenian's backstory, did we? Let's do that. History. The tale unnerved all who heard it. The woodcarver emerged from the witchling forest in the starlight, holding an infant daughter. No explanation, but the girl's name, Fenian. Escaping a wildfire to the shores of a green lake. Again. Ugh. I need a coffee. Don't you need a coffee? Anyway, she was rescued by a small community of waterlings. She spent precious days among them, and afterwards the memory of their quiet strength seemed to flow inside her. The twin stars of desire and wonder caught her in their gravity. Sometimes they tugged her in differing directions. More often, they pulled one way with doubled force. Very cool. So, that'll be it for today. So guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.